Good morning, super readers. Thank you for joining us in our Valley PBS classroom. This is a place for us to learn and practice
and grow our brains
to become even stronger readers, writers, and thinkers. We're thrilled to work with you this year and see all the amazing skills that you will learn as we spend time together each day. I'm Mrs. Hammock.
I'm Mrs. Nix.
And I'm Mrs. Vang.
So let's get started with
warming up our brains
and some
training our ears.
Just like my friend Mr. Dawson always says,
daily phonemic awareness.
Great. So now we're going to listen for sound because that's what phonemes are. Those are sounds. All right. Are you guys got your listening ears going? All right. Here we go. We are going to listen for the ah sound. The ah sound.
Ah.
Okay. Are you ready? Okay. I'm going to say a word, and then I want you to tell me if it has the ah sound. Here we go. Okay. At.
At. Yes. Yes. I hear.
Okay, good. Let's try mad.
Mad.
It's a tricky one.
I heard it.
Did you hear it?
But it was tricky because I thought it was going to be in the beginning, and it wasn't. Mad was in the middle.
Oh, great listening. Okay, I have one last word for us. Are you ready? Big.
Big.
Do you hear the ah sound? No, not in the word big. Great listening. Okay, so we are concentrating on training our ears to hear that ah sound. So I have hidden some pictures on our wall, and I want each of you to go. You get to choose 3 pictures and then bring them back, and we're going to see if they have the ah sound.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Oh, I see this
I found one. I found this one. And
Oh, this one right here. Okay. All right.
okay.
We're ready.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Woo!
All right. Let's start with you, Mrs. Vang and
Okay.
Ricky. What is your first picture?
We found a bear. A bear.
Bear. Okay.
Bear.
Does bear have the ah sound in it?
No, it does not.
No, that one doesn't. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Look.
Tina and Mrs. Nix, what do you have?
This one. This is an apple. Apple. What do you guys think?
I hear ah.
We agree.
Apple. Great job. All right. Do you guys have another one over here?
Okay. Now, Pete calls this a spaceman, but Ricky, it's not a spaceman. It's actually an astronaut.
Oh, astronaut.
Astronaut.
Do you hear the ah sound?
Astronaut.
I
Yes.
do. Great. All right, Tina, do you have another picture for us?
Yeah, I have one. It's called a globe.
Globe. I don't hear it.
I was trying to trick you.
You did a good job. You were really tricky. Oh, you have another one.
We have another one, and this is an axe.
Axe. Do you hear the ah sound? That starts very good. All right. Yeah, oh yeah. Tina has one too. Yeah.
This is our last one. All right, Tina, what is it? Ambulance.
Ambulance. Do you hear the short ah sound? The short a sound says ah.
Ambulance.
What do you think?
Yes.
I agree.
Good job.
Great job training your ears for sound. We practice listening for sound because then it helps us when we're reading and writing, and then we can attach the letter shape to it so that we understand the sound that the letter makes. And right now, my friend, Mrs. Vang, is going to help us with our word work.
But before, can we sing Mrs. Nix's song from yesterday?
Oh, yes, we have to sing this song.
I forgot about
love
this
that song from yesterday.
That's a great
Let's do it.
idea. All right. I hope I remember the dance moves.
Adam has an apple and an ant in his hat, ant in his hat, ant in his hat. Adam has an apple and an ant in his hat, so let's all clap our hands. Adam has an apple and an ant in his hat, ant in his hat, ant in his hat. Adam has an apple and an ant in his hat, so let's all clap our hands.
You guys are doing so good. I see you.
Getting my exercise.
Woo!
Great job.
That was awesome.
Oh,
I'm so glad you remembered doing that
I
today.
love that song.
Hey, before we get to word work, can I tell you a joke?
Of course you
Of course.
Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Gopher.
can. Go for who?
Gopher it this school year.
Woohoo! You're so silly. I
Mrs.
just love it.
Hammock.
Oh,
Oh, my
I love a good
goodness.
joke. I can't help myself.
Okay, are you guys ready to learn our sound of the week?
Let's do it.
All right, so remember, boys and girls, our sound of the week this week was the apple card. And the apple card says, ah, good job. Let's say that again. Apple, ah, and how do we spell the ah? It's an A, that's right. So help me write it. A, good job, because A says apple. And don't forget, it's also a short vowel. Remember, we have 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and the rest of the letters are consonants. Good job, boys and girls. So today, we're going to be practicing blending and building words with our ah sound. But before we do that, let's practice some of our letters that we've learned before to, again, warm up that brain so that it can be ready to learn. Are you guys ready? Okay, I'm going to go faster this time, and I have more cards for us to learn. So my first graders and my second graders, you guys help me because you guys know this. Are you guys ready? Okay, ready? This is my hippo card. Good. Hippo card says, how do I spell the sound? With an H. Good job. Hippo, H. Good job. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, lemon, L. And don't forget my second grade friends, L-E also says, different spelling pattern. Okay, let's keep going. Rose, rose, R, R, W-R, R. Good job. Okay, sun card. This is my sun card. Ready? Sun, S, C-E, C-I. My second grade friends, we know those are our soft C sound. That's good job. And the volcano card. Help me say it. Volcano, V. That was a funny sound, wasn't it? V. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, now that we have practiced our letters, let's practice blending. Okay, ready? Okay, I see 2 sets of words here. Let's practice blending the first one. Ready? S says S, at. One more time. S, at. What is it? Sat. Good job. Sat. He sat down in a chair. Sat. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, how about the next set of letters? Ready? O, P says P. Ready? P. An. What is it? Pan. Good job, boys and girls. Pan. Now, what if I wanted to write the word man? Good job. All we have to do is put the in front. Man, pan. Rhyming words. Good job, boys and girls. They both say and. Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, remember, it's important to know how to blend words and spell words, but you also need to learn your high frequency words because they show up most frequently when we're reading. So it's important to know how to read and write them automatically. And Mrs. Nix is going to help you guys with our new high frequency word for today.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Miss Bang. Today I have a new high frequency word. The word is does. Say does. Good job. Let's spell it. D-O-E-S. Spells does. Nicely done. I'm going to add it right up here. What was our word from yesterday? Do you remember it? That's right. School. So we have our word school, and today's word is does. Great job. Let's use the word does in a sentence. What could be our sentence? You know what? Today's story has to do with a little girl named Nan. I wonder where Nan goes. Could we use that in a sentence? Where does Nan go? How many words? Let's count them again. Where does Nan go? 4 words. Let's do it. Where, there's our word, does Nan go? Where does Nan go? Did we finish? Uh-oh, what did we forget? We didn't put any punctuation. Do I put a period like yesterday? No, it's a question. So I want to make sure that I put a question mark because we're asking, where does Nan go? Awesome job. All right, so we've been talking about visualizing, and those are those pictures that we have inside our brains as we're reading a story. Okay, so think about what do those pictures look like as you hear these words from this story. Are you ready? Here it comes.
Rules at school. Our school rules. Why do we have rules at school? Rules can help us get along. Rules can help us stay safe. We raise our hands. We listen quietly. We obey safety rules. We let everyone play. What are your school rules? Why is it important to have rules at school?
Okay, so rules at school. Hey, now we've read a story, and it's important after we read a story to talk about it. So we're going to have a little collaborative conversation to help us with our understanding of the story. Come on in, teachers.
All right, let's do
All
this.
right, so let's open our story to, or our books to the story, Rules at School.
All right, I'm all ready.
Okay, hold on. What page, Mrs. Hammock? Hold on, I have it. I'm going.
I think you're on page 20. Do you need
20.
help?
20. No, I got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Woohoo! Okay. All right. So rules at school. Now, my question here is, which details tell you why rules are important?
Ooh,
So, I'm sorry.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I think that they help us to get along.
Oh, now, why do you think that?
Well, because I found it on the page in my book.
Great.
Can I share what it says?
Yes, read
Okay.
it to us.
It says right here, rules can help us get along.
But it also says that rules can help us stay safe.
Oh, I like that. I like how you went back to the text to see what details you could find to answer the question. You didn't have to make anything up. The answer was right there. And let's see how you did. Rules help everyone get along and stay safe. Nicely done. Boop, boop. Excellent. All right. Now, I want you to turn to page 23.
23.
All right. Let's take a look at the photograph. And it says, what does the photograph on page 23 help you understand about classroom rules?
Okay, so on that photograph, I see that there's a student, and she's standing in front of the classroom, and she's reading, and it says we listen quietly.
Okay.
I bet we have to listen when someone is talking, right? Like taking turns.
Yes.
Oh,
Right?
I think that's a great idea. Definitely. All right. So let's see what it says here. The classroom rule is listen quietly when someone is speaking. I bet that's a rule in most classrooms.
That's an important rule.
It is. All right, our last question. Why is it important to have rules at school? What do you
Let's
think?
see.
I'm going to go back with it helps us to get along. If we know what is expected of us, we know how to behave, it's going to help us to get along.
And I also think it's important that we have rules to keep us safe.
I think you're both right because rules help us get along and they help us to stay safe. Thanks so much for your help. I
so
appreciate it.
Anytime.
All right, so we've read our story. We've talked about our story so that we have a deeper understanding. And every day we read, we want to talk about what we read and we want to write about what we read. So today I have a question for us to answer. It says, what is an important rule at your school? To help us get started, I have a little sentence frame. It says, an important rule at my school is, okay, but we need to do a little brainstorming so we can get some ideas. So I've called in our puppet friends to help us. All right, guys, what is an important rule at your school? What do you think?
What about if we use our walking feet and go nice and slow?
Oh, that's a great rule, Tina. So we walk in the classroom. That would be an important rule because we wouldn't want anyone to fall and get hurt. Good thinking. Anybody else?
My teacher always says to follow directions the first time given. So I think that means she means quickly.
I think you are right, Ricky. It's important for us to follow directions quickly because we have a lot of learning to do and we don't want to waste any time. Great thinking. All right, anything else? Yes, Tina.
Here's one. What about when we raise our hand?
That's true. Raising your hand, if you have something to say, is an important rule in the classroom because it helps us to take turns so that everybody has a chance to use their voice and have their ideas heard. Great thinking. Let's see. I have one. Can I say that it's important to use kind words? Yeah, kind words make us feel good, and they also kind of help us to feel safe. Don't you think so?
Like, you're so smart.
Oh, I love that. That is a great, kind word. All right, is there anything we can think of that we haven't put on our chart yet?
Oh, what about making smart choices?
Great idea. Making smart choices. Super. Wow, we've done a lot of good brainstorming. And so now what I want you to do is I want you to take our sentence frame, an important rule at my school is, and you can use one of these ideas and plug it in right here to the sentence, or you might have your own idea, and that would be great too. And I would love to see what you're writing about the rules at your school. So I hope that you will do some really careful writing. Don't forget that punctuation at the end. And we will just continue learning and growing. Oh my goodness, it has been a fabulous, you've done a lot of learning today. We've had our ear training. We've done our word work together. We did some comprehension and some high frequency words. We've done some writing. I think you've done amazing.
Oh, I can just feel it. My brain is getting so smart.
And so strong.
I think we have one more thing for you. I want you to take a look at this little book commercial from our friend, Ms. Reyes over at Washon. She wants to tell you about something really cool.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Dina. I'm the librarian here at Washon Elementary. I wanted to share with you guys one of my favorite stories that I love to read every single year to our students, and it is called How to Be a Hero. Now this book is written by Florence Perry Hyde and the illustrator is Chuck Groenick. I love this book. It is one of the funniest stories that you guys will read. It's all about a boy named Gideon, and he loves to read, and so he also does a lot of his research. So one of the questions that he has in this story is how to become a hero. So he wants to be a hero, and not only that, he also wants to have his picture on the front page of the newspaper. So he grabs some classic tales like Rapunzel, Snow White, Cinderella, and then one of his favorite stories, Jack and the Beanstalk. And so he tries to figure out, and he pulls from every single story how they became heroes. And so you can see him there doing his more research. He doesn't give up. And his really nice parents had given him some allowance money, so he decided to go to the store. And he figured out that the only thing that they really had to do was be in the right place at the right time. So he had to keep his eyes open. So you can see him there at the market looking for his chocolate bar. We see a woman dropping some apples. Gideon's looking down at those apples, and now we see a foot over the apple. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? There goes the woman flying, her baby flying into the air. Gideon's hands are up. Is he going to be a hero? Well, you'll have to read the story to find out.
Thank you, Miss Dina from Washon. Thank you for sharing that book with us. Oh my goodness, and boys and girls, I have not read that book. Have you read that book? I can't wait to go to Washon so that I can check out that book to read. What's your guys' favorite
Wait a
book
second,
to
Mrs. Bang, do we have to go to Washon to check out that book? Where else could we check that book out from?
Let's see. You know what I did where I went this summer to check out books?
Where?
I went to my county library.
That's a great place.
Oh, I also checked out some books on Sora. You could always check your Sora app because there's some good ones there.
And they're totally free on there, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. Do you have some favorite books?
I do. I do.
What's your favorite?
I love Skippy John Jones.
Oh,
Do you know Skippy John?
I knew you were going to say that.
Skippy
Mrs.
John is the cutest. He's a Siamese cat, but he thinks he's a Chihuahua. I love it.
You know what? I have one that happens to be one of my favorites, and it's with a favorite illustrator. Do you remember what an illustrator is? That's the person who draws the pictures. My favorite illustrator is David Catrow, and I love just about anything that he draws. But one of my favorite books is Stand Tall, Molly Lou Mellon. It's about a really tiny little one, and she stands up really tall to a lot of different people. It's a great story.
Oh, I love that.
Me too.
Love
That's
it.
great.
Because mine is the Magic Schoolhouse book series, especially
that's
my
a good
second
one,
grade
too.
friends. I love reading series because it goes on and on and on. So boys and girls, I hope you pick up a good book so that you can be reading, because remember, the more you read, the stronger
your brain gets. I
Absolutely.
have a joke before we go. I have one more.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ketchup.
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 Catch up with you later.
Bye.
Bye.